So that being said, and we've had this conversation too about the accuracy of these different methods of reading pH. And, you know, yeah, your meter might look like it's broken, but maybe it is reading a pocket that's a little different. Maybe there are, you know, some anaerobic influences there, or maybe there's aerobic influences. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I really think what's going on is that you very well may be holding too much moisture in that A horizon because you're not letting it dry down enough. Like there's still going to be a tremendous amount of moisture in that soil profile, even if there's no water in the E horizon. If the E horizon, there's no water, visible water you can see. And
well, I think you're referring to an issue that I was having with a particular cultivar.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And so what, you know, and I've been thinking about this a lot, dude. So when you go really anaerobic, the pH is very acidy, right? And when you have a tremendous amount of minerals, your water is very alkaline. So soil, if you had sand, silt, and clay, then that swing would be a lot less. It's the organic matter that's driving that. So that 20% organic matter in your A horizon, if it stays in the moisture too long, it'll begin to rot and go anaerobic and then grow out anaerobes, and that's going to drop your pH. And this is all related to, it's crazy that, you know, just the other day we talked about this, and of course, you know, my mind just keeps going down the rabbit hole of like, this doesn't make sense, you know, what's going on. And then, you know, it all, like everything, sometimes you got to just like sleep on it or just stew on it long enough till your brain connects all the dots. But that's where my head went, was, fuck, he never lets it completely, the E horizon completely dry out. And again, it's not drying out. There's still millibars of moisture.
Of course, yeah.
All throughout that whole profile.
It's something I could totally try. The thing is, though, is this is just one particular cultivar that ended up showing deficiency in the horizontal beds, but I ran quite a few other cultivars that just exceed anything I've ever seen indoor. So that's the other weird part, you know.
You're always, dude, nature always has outliers, just like the lichen, right? Yeah. So that being said, yeah, cultivars are finicky. Some like more mineral, this mineral, some like more that mineral. So yes, that is always an issue. But going back to having two different pHs and two different horizons, I tend to believe that that's probably where that's coming from. Because I would tend to think that there would be, you know, a point or two difference. But how many points of magnitude are you off? Was it 5, 6 in the A, and then neutral?
Well, the first set of soil tests gave me a 5.2 pH, and then I retested, and it came back at 5.6 or 5.7, I think. So, you know, we've discussed them.
And then the O is at 6.5.
6.5. Yeah.
So that's a 10 magnitude points. Like thinking logically, right? pH is in increments of 10. So 1 point is 10 points different.
Yeah.
So to have 10 points, that's like a magnitude of 100 different between those two horizons. So again, I would not be surprised at 6.4 in the A and 6.6 in the O. That's okay. That makes sense to me. But to have 10 magnitude points difference between the two horizons when they're on top of each other, there's something going on. And again, I think it's, if you try that dry down, and if you can, just let the plants tell you when they're thirsty, and you know how to do that. When they turn their leaves away from the sun and they start wilting a little bit, you'll know they're thirsty. And as I always tell you, it's easy to add more, but you can't fucking take it away, dude. So,
and the thing with the horizontal beds is to go to like wilting plants and thirsty plants, I'd have to like bring it so far. Like I wouldn't want to try it, because you know what, to getting those beds wet again would be like way too much. I only have so much water per day that I'm using. Like I said, I have to make RO because of the well situation that I'm in, that to catch up with wilting plants would be like impossible.
All right.
Yeah. But definitely I could give it dry backs there, and I'm going to try that out for sure.
Yeah. Just let it dry back. And again, the only reason I said wilt was because it's clear that the plant's ready. So you have aerometers, right?
No.
You don't have an aerometer?
An aerometer. I was thinking tensiometers.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. The aerometer is a company, and it makes
right.
And the one that
I have a tensiometer there. I never use it because it's, I don't know. I don't think it's accurate at all, and I think it's the way I'm using it in the O Horizon, just too low tension, and it's not working.